Hello, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are back and we are back
Yeah,
together.
I know you guys have been requesting that that I come back. So yeah, I'm finally back.
No, but they've been seeing you on the couples
No,
conversations.
but back as in like just me and you.
Just me and you,
Yes,
yeah.
they've been
It's been a
requesting.
while. They haven't been requesting. They've been enjoying the couples conversations. Like, I'm actually blown away by the amount of love that we've received, like, ever
Yeah.
since
Yo.
the women's conversations. Babe, do you remember how nervous I was?
Yeah.
The first time, because the first women conversation was with Fulu.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
remember
yes,
how
yes,
I
yes,
was like,
yes.
this is a bad
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
I shouldn't have done this. I feel like this is going to take away from like our love
Mm,
and marriage stuff.
yeah.
If I introduce another like segment and like I was just
People, yeah.
asking people's opinions. I was literally like, I don't know if this is going to work out.
Yeah, but it was literally so well received and it's been growing in leaps and
It's
bounds
literally
ever
been
since.
growing, guys. I'm so stoked. I'm so like amazed at like what can happen when you take a courageous
Yeah,
leap. Just
yeah.
like friendships that we formed,
Yeah.
people that we've got to meet, a community. This is what I feel. I feel
Yeah.
like this is a community
Yeah.
that has formed from that.
Yeah.
It's been so inspiring for me, like in my career as well, to take courageous leaps, like in every area of my life, to keep taking courageous leaps.
Yes.
No matter what the cost, right? If God tells you, like, do it,
Yeah,
just do it.
yeah.
Like, that's just
Yeah.
where I feel like
Yeah,
I'm at right now.
yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for all the love you've been showing us. Thank you so much for subscribing to our content, for liking, for commenting. And today, at this conversation, we've been trying to have it for like a year.
Yeah. I think you were still traumatized.
Oh my gosh,
Still,
no.
still going through the healing process. And now I think you've finally
Oh
healed
my
and
word.
you're at a point where you can actually talk about it.
Guys, it's not that deep, but it is kind of deep. So we're going to be talking about red flags.
Yeah.
Red flags in relationships.
Yeah.
And particularly, like, we found a website where it talks about all the red flags, and we're just going to be reacting. So this lady, I think her name is Amy. Amy, no.
Yeah.
She's a dating coach, and she made like a top 10 list of red flags.
Yeah.
And Sipo and I are just going to be like reacting on that, and then we're gonna come up with our own, like talk about our own red flags that we've seen, like in relationships that we've been in,
Yeah.
or like just in general, like
Yeah.
friends that
Yeah.
we've heard go through this or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 1 says they're too busy to see you.
Yeah, no, that's a definite.
Yeah,
I think if someone really likes you,
yeah,
they'll want to spend time with you.
yeah,
And yeah, life gets busy and everything, and we understand that. But if it's all the time, if it's like comes to a point where, let's say now it's your anniversary or whatever, and you've already planned that you're going to be doing this, and then something just comes up. I'm not saying things don't come up. I'm just saying it's a repetitive thing where
Yeah.
this person is literally does not make any effort to see. Let's say you're the one that plans the dates and everything, and then this person is always busy, but they don't even like say, okay, maybe let's have it on this day. They just
they
it's-
just cancel on you without.
yeah, it just cancels,
Yeah.
and then there's no alternative date given to you. I think there, no,
It's not working.
I'm alone here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think like sometimes you can feel the change in the relationship. Like when they used to initiate, they
yes.
used to want to go out with you.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it's like they are cold. Like you are the one initiating, but
Yeah.
they are not reciprocating that effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that is also a red flag when you can feel that there's been a definite change
Mm,
in the relationship and this person used to be invested in terms of time that they want to spend with me, and all of a sudden they've retracted that completely.
Yeah.
And they cancel on you. You've planned a date, they ask to postpone, but they don't give you another date. Like those kinds of things, I feel like they are red flags. And what I usually say is that like you see what you value by number 1, what you spend your time on, and number 2, what you spend your money on. If you're not spending your time and your money on that person, like I would really question the value
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
place in that relationship.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean necessarily like smothering with them with gifts and trips to Dubai or anything like that, but
Yeah.
like just small little appreciation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Have you ever went through something of that sort? I have.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I think I have. I was the one planning the things. We're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. Last minute cancellations all the time.
oh my gosh.
So I'm busy with this, I'm busy with this.
But I'll heard
Eh,
But I'll heard
eh. Now I know my
No.
worth.
Now you know your worth. You found someone who reciprocates.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. The next one is the relationship is based on sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Based on sex, yeah.
Yeah.
Sex is an important thing,
Yes.
but it shouldn't be the only thing.
Yeah, yes. Like it shouldn't be that, okay, wait. First of all, our stance on sex is that sex in a relationship must happen in the context of marriage. That is our stance on sex. And I know that it doesn't always happen that way, but that is our belief system.
Yeah.
But in general, if relationships are just based on sex and outside of that you guys have no conversations, you're not talking about anything, then I feel like really, like, is there emotional intimacy in that relationship? And maybe we can work on building emotional intimacy, or maybe this relationship is not going anywhere because if we're not having sex, there's nothing we're talking about. And another interesting topic that we wanted to talk about is boredom in relationship. And I feel like when you feel like outside of sex, there's nothing that's happening in this relationship, it can lead to boredom in that relationship where it's like, there's no intimacy.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I think COVID exposed many of those relationships where, there's nothing else of substance other than just having sex. And 95% of the time, you're just having sex. But what about the other 5%? You're just staring at each other. So, and you don't really get to know that person. So I think, those kind of relationships where you just, just having sex all the time and nothing more to that. Yeah, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. I don't think those kind of relationships last. It's mainly based on lust, other than just love and all these other feelings that come with a relationship. So after that, there's no substance.
Yeah.
I think.
And your sex drive can go through so much. Like in general, like the busier you get, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, like you put it to the back burner. Like physical illnesses or things can happen that cause your sex drive to plummet. What's going to happen to the relationship once that happens? Because when you're not always on like high. Maybe there are people who are like that, but in general, people are not always like at their peak.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to the relationship when that happens? When it's just based on sex? Yeah, I don't think lust is not really strong enough to build sustenance in a relationship and depth as well in a relationship.
Yeah, and remember they say the devil, before you get married, the devil wants you to have as much sex as you can. And when you get married, the devil wants you to have the least sex.
Yeah.
So when you in the context of a dating relationship, the
All
devil
these
is like,
lustful
go for
feelings,
it. Yeah.
yes.
And because you being naughty, right? You're doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And that's exciting and it brings you this energy and adventure. And then you always want to do that. But then when you get married, because the only thing you knew about each other is sex, the devil is like, okay, sharp. Now you're going to have the least sex. And then you realize there's nothing else holding us together.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. And I feel like even like warfare can also present as like lowered sex drive. Like, I don't know. In the context of marriage. I'm talking about in the context of marriage.
Yeah.
Because like you're saying, the Bible says the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, right? And in a marriage where sex is really important for physical and emotional intimacy, like sex is like a glue, in marriage, the devil wants to steal that away from you. And you have to like fight for it.
Yeah.
100%. Like there must be like, I feel like even in our relationship where we like, there must be like a certain like consistency that you want, like a goal,
Yeah.
you know, without making it like boring, but
Yeah.
like this is our goal
Yeah.
for like a week.
Yeah.
And when that doesn't happen, we just like, bro, let us go back into getting into the groove of things. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, if we just leave it to chance
Yeah.
and say whenever those feelings come up, some weeks, on busier weeks, it's going to just get on the back burner. And
Yeah.
busier months also happen.
Yeah.
Then what happens to
Yeah.
that? So
Yeah.
in the context of marriage, you have to fight for your sex drive, guys. Even prayer works. That thing works. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
absolutely.
I've honestly seen
Yeah.
it in our marriage
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
you have to fight for it
Yeah.
in a certain like, this is our consistency. This is what we're going to do. Date nights as well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Contribute to that, because
Yeah.
we're not only in our home trying to do chores, we are also like dating. We're like, you know, trying to impress each other,
Yeah.
putting on that good perfume.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm talking too much about this subject, but like it's
Yeah.
because I've
It
gone
needs a
through
new video.
another video, yes,
Yeah.
because I've gone through like seasons where yo guys, it was really rough, like
Yeah.
on my end emotionally.
Yeah.
And so I really struggled.
Yeah.
And then like also it's like, who do you talk to about those things? I don't know. I'm just like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just talk to my therapist. But yeah. Okay. Next one. They don't initiate plans. We kind of covered that
Yes.
one.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very similar to number
But
one.
I feel like even in friendships, this happens quite a lot. Like where like we have different personalities in our friendships. Like you get the one who is more extroverted, more the initiator,
Yeah.
more the one that shoots the shot.
Yeah.
And then it's almost expected that you're the one that's always going to initiate the plan.
Mm,
No, honey. Come up, show up to the party.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
It can't be a one-way
Yeah,
relationship.
no.
Like I'm a firm believer in that. Like if I'm gonna initiate all the time and you're not gonna, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah.
And if that's what's gonna lead to the relationship ending, it means that you weren't in it fully.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like
Yes.
I can't always be the one to initiate all the time.
Yes.
If we're still getting to know each other, yes, I can initiate the first few times, but you need to also, show that you're in this with me.
Yeah. Do you mean that from a guy's perspective?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm not. I'm talking about friendships as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
even in friendships, it's the same thing. If I'm gonna, even in terms of relationships, as a guy, I'm gonna initiate the first time because first few times because we're still pursuing each other,
Yes.
and then even once we're dating, but I'll have to get to a point where you also show that you're in this with me because it's not just me chasing.
Yeah.
No ways. It's like that's not fair.
Yeah.
Onaga.
And I feel like there's also this like toxic belief that of women who just think like, I'm the prize. I'm the
Into the
prize.
must.
Yeah, and into the must.
And until you can't anymore.
So
Because you're not coming to the party.
yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like yes.
Yeah.
Like we are valuable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As women.
Yeah.
And I believe in like the old school way of like
Yes.
the guy must pursue me in the beginning. But reciprocity is important in all relationships, guys. Let's
Absolutely.
reciprocate.
Yeah.
Like if you are into this guy, you acting hard to get for like 5 weeks
Yeah.
is really going to get that guy to leave.
Of
Like
which-
to be
yeah.
disinterested. Because it's like I'm doing all the work and you're not coming to the party.
Yeah. And I've told you that I don't do that hard to get. The moment you start playing hard to get, I'm gone. I don't play that game.
Yeah.
Like I've told you this multiple times that
yes.
I don't play
Yeah.
that hard. Like when someone's playing hard to get, I'm not gonna.
Just show me that you're interested.
Yeah, show me that
and let's move on.
If you're not showing me that you're interested, I'm out.
Hectic.
Time waits for no man.
I get you though.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
yeah,
get
I need. Yes, you can play hard to get, right? But I need to know that you're interested.
Yeah, I get you.
Like I definitely need to know that. If I don't even know that, then there's no way.
If you're uncertain of like how this person feels about
Yeah,
you, you're
then
just
I'm not
like,
gonna.
I'm
Yeah,
wasting my
yeah,
time
no,
here,
no,
right?
Yeah,
And yeah, so I feel like this for me in friendships is the where I get it the most. Because I'm usually the pursuer. Like I'm usually like, let's make plans, let's do this, let's do this. Then like over time I'm just like, no. Like I need to know that you're into this
Yeah.
as much as I
Yeah,
am.
yeah.
You are as invested in this friendship as much as I am. If you're not, let's just,
Yeah,
leave
it,
let's
yeah.
move on. Okay. Next one, you catch them lying. Yo, guys, like, I hate dishonesty. I really hate dishonesty. Like, you would rather really hurt me with the truth, like
Yeah.
tell me
Yeah.
exactly what the truth is, even if it hurts me,
Yeah.
rather than being dishonest. Because I will never trust
Yeah.
you again.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
once
yeah.
you've been dishonest, it's over. Like, I will never trust you again. I've seen it because like, even if it's a small lie,
Yeah.
and I've gone through this with a man of God,
Yeah. Yo.
and
Yeah.
I can't stand it. I can't stand
What
it.
happened?
No.
You
but
can't go into the details.
But even no matter how small or big the lie is, if you're lying to me, you must be lying because you're planning a surprise party. That is it.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
You're planning a surprise for me and you don't want me to find out. That's it.
Yeah.
But you can't be lying about small things.
Yeah.
Like, someone's texting you and then you say it's someone else when it's someone else. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Or you have plans.
Carpenter.
You say you're going, exactly. You say you're going somewhere, but you're
Electrician.
not. Then you say this, oh, guys, no. Like, I feel like lying is a huge
Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah.
And if you are in a situation where someone is constantly lying to you, you really need to evaluate, like, do I want this for my life forever? Like, otherwise, it's not working.
Yeah.
It does not work. I don't see a world where it could work, guys. Dishonesty is, child.
Yeah, I think it just leads to a lot of other things as well. Like
Cheating.
it leads
Because
to
that is the root of dishonesty,
yeah,
cheating.
yeah. So it opens up a can of worms
Yeah.
that you never want to open. So
Let's
it
stay
just
away
yeah.
from it. Even addictions, like, that is the root of it is dishonesty. I'm lying about how, or maybe I'm in denial. I don't know, but it could lead to so many things. Like, people, if you are able to hide the truth from me, you're
Yeah.
capable of doing a lot
Yeah.
of damage.
Yeah.
That is just what I think. Okay, the next one is they never offer to pay.
Yes.
They
Yes,
never
yes.
offer to pay. But
I
I feel
think
like,
I wanted to say, I think not yes or no, right?
okay.
Because society has, especially from the women's side, right? Society has sort of, let's say, society has sort of put this thing that relationships are where men need to pay, right? Society has pushes that a lot,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, yes.
So what happens is women then are like, okay, no, he has to pay, right? Which is fine. But it gets to a certain point in the relationship, especially when, let's say it's my birthday now. I'm the guy, it's my birthday. I'm paying for my own dinner and it's my birthday. And you don't offer, so you're the one who was like, oh, let's go out. Now I'm paying for that thing that you initiated. That becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So no, in the sense that, okay, yes, you find that 80% of the time it's the guy paying. Let's say it gets to 6 months into the relationship, there hasn't been my birthday yet. And I've been paying for all those dates. So I'm saying then I don't think it's a red flag then.
Okay.
But then now we're on 2 years. It's been my birthday. I've had achievements, but I'm still paying. That's red.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
red.
red flag.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like sometimes guys can take advantage.
Mm.
Because I used to be that girl who's like, no, like, I can, like,
Yeah.
guys, I can, like, offer
Yeah.
to pay.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you must always take the offer.
Okay.
Honestly, like, I
Yeah.
used to always be like, hey, like, I can cover, like, my food or, like, 50% of this. And, okay, we were in varsity, so I
Yeah.
understand,
Yeah.
But then you're always saying yes.
50-50.
Ow.
You've been pushing this out.
Ow, no. So I feel like
Yeah.
when the guy starts taking it for granted,
Yes.
that's when it's an issue for me.
Yes.
When you
Yes.
start taking it for granted, that becomes an issue.
Yes.
Like now, because I am that kind of girl, even Valentine's days,
Yes.
I will make it about both of us. Like,
Yeah.
you buy me something, or you plan. Usually, how it works is you plan the very nice date, you buy a gift, I'll buy you a gift as well. So that, because a lot of guys, like, also, I've been seeing on like socials that guys are like bored of social media because
Yeah.
of Valentine's Day, because they are the
Yeah.
ones that end up having to do all of these things for the girl, and then the girl does nothing in return.
Yeah. Women's Day in February.
Yeah, it's Women's Day in February. But yeah, I just feel like, yes, if they never offer to pay,
Yeah.
whether it's the guy or the girl,
Yeah.
it is a red flag. Because
Yeah.
also, why are you stingy?
Yeah.
Why are you stingy?
Yeah.
Be generous.
I'm literally the one doing all the paying all the
no.
time. No.
So also, yes, for me, it would be a problem as well, because generosity is a huge value of mine.
Yeah.
And I would know that if you never offer to pay, it's always going to be me saying, let's do this for for this person. Let's do this for this person. Whereas I want to be in a relationship and a marriage where we are generous people. It's just our culture.
Yeah.
And we are doing good things
Yeah.
for the people that we love and for each other.
Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, that is a red flag, guys. They breed drama. So wherever they are, there's drama.
How? Explain that further. Like, what do
Okay.
you understand by that?
So what I understand by that is that when there's always drama in their lives and they're always causing drama as well, that's a red flag. I see it that way.
Yeah.
If every time you and I have a disagreement, you're gonna come at my place and shout and scream, and now our neighbors can hear that, you know, there's a disagreement in this house, and now you're going to drag me on socials and be like, "Listen, mona ali so holy, this girl is ratchet," or whatever. Like, no.
Yeah.
That for me, like, when there's always drama wherever you go, that is a huge issue for me. Like, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
Because also, like, I want to be like, we should be like a respectable family. So if there's always drama, and the way that we handle conflict is dramatic, the way that my friendship breakups happen are dramatic, the way that, no.
Yeah. And I agree. I think normally how you see whether a person would be like a good fit, or how to see how a person would act in a relationship is how they act around other people.
Yeah.
So our marriage counselor told us when we're doing premarital counseling that, you know, these people that say, oh, like, they can't handle me, whatever. No one can handle me except him. Hey, that's a big red flag. When no one else can tame you.
Yeah.
But him. That's a big red flag, because it'll get one day to a point where now he's become overly familiar with you. You are now just doing life together, and now he or she can't even tame you anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big red flag.
Yeah.
That's a big red flag.
Guys, drama is not, no.
Yeah.
Let's not even go there. Let's not even do that.
Yeah.
Okay, next, they don't ask questions.
Yes.
So this is basically, they don't ask questions about you, like, how are you? How's business going? How's work going? It's all about them.
Yes.
And I feel like the principle behind this is that this is then more take instead of give and take. Like, you know, sometimes like you go out with someone and you asking them questions about themselves, but they're not reciprocating. They're just happy to tell you all about their lives without being interested in, oh, what about you? How do you feel? What about this and how it affects you?
Yeah.
That's an issue for me.
Yes, I agree. Because it's then one-sided.
Exactly, yeah.
You just taking from me, I'm not getting anything in return. So yeah, it shows that sometimes you can be self-centered as well.
Yeah.
And no, you don't want that kind of relationship, because then how am I able to tell you how I'm truly feeling if you don't even ask?
Yeah.
Now I have to always offer that information.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think that's a definite red flag.
That's a red flag. Yeah. Okay, next, they are irresponsible, immature, and unpredictable.
Irresponsible?
Immature, and unpredictable. Man, like, unfortunately, I have seen this like really interfere in a marriage.
Mm.
Like irresponsible as in I think about it financially.
Mm.
We have a plan. We
Yeah.
say this is what we're going to spend our money on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you want the 4 pairs of
Yeah.
Adidas sneakers.
Yeah.
Now you buy those sneakers and now all of the plans that we had
Yeah.
are not there.
Yeah.
Now we have to borrow money
Yeah.
from other
Mm.
people,
Yes.
other businesses, loan sharks
Yes.
to have to pay
Yeah.
for the actual responsibilities that we had.
Yeah.
Because you spent the money by paying for Nike sneakers. That's irresponsible.
Yeah. So I think even the maturity and unpredictability part, like the thing is, there's this notion that when you're unpredictable, like you're fun, you're exciting. But the thing is, like, if let's say we're in a marriage or a relationship, and I don't know, like whether you're coming or going, like where are you? Where are you? Like, are you still in it? Are you
Where
still?
are you?
That's the thing. Like, are you still in this thing? I'm not. So when I'm unable to sort of know where you are
Yeah.
from a mental perspective in terms of
Yeah.
us and our plans, then you get into this thing of overthinking and it will torment you.
So
And I think I've been in that before where I'm like, hey, where is this person? Like, I don't get them. Like,
guys, one thing about Sipo, he has been a clown, okay?
You crazy.
He has gone through it
no ways.
all.
If I was to tell people your stories, hey, we should even put that
The
that
red
nose.
Yeah.
And
but I hear you, yeah.
yeah, if I'm unable to know your stance on things, if I'm unable to know where you are, your headspace, and you're just unpredictable, then I overthink and it just chows me. Like when I get confused myself about, I don't know this, I don't know what's happening with this person. That's the thing. And I
Yeah.
think even maturity as well is so important. Like relationships require maturity. And if you're just gonna be a baby about everything,
Yeah,
Nah.
no. And I feel like when you spoke about, I don't know your stance on things, unpredictability as well about, is this person into me or not?
Yeah.
That is a red flag.
Yeah.
Like if you are consistently questioning and you have to ask your friends, you have to ask your,
Yeah.
like a lot of people, like, this is what happened. Do you think he's into me? Do you think he's not? I feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah.
You should be 100% sure that this guy is 100% into me. And we are doing this. Like, you should be like thinking that, okay, what are we doing next? Where is this going? Are
Yeah,
we yes, we're in talking stage, but where is this going? But if you're like very confused about whether or not he's into you, and I wish someone had told me this, he's probably not that into you. Okay? Even if you are already dating, maybe
Yeah.
there is like a label on it.
Yeah.
But you're constantly like confused because the person is not prioritizing you, or like you're just confused about, is this person as into me? Because I feel like someone who really loves me wouldn't act this way.
Yeah.
Then he's probably not that into you, unfortunately.
Yeah. They say if he's into you, you will know.
Yeah.
If it's not,
You'll be confused.
you'll be confused.
Yes. Next, they are controlling.
Yeah. When people just want to get whatever they want out of every situation, that's a red flag. That's a red
No,
flag.
babe, I feel like that is like more selfishness.
Okay.
I feel like their controlling is more like they want to control you. Like they want to tell you what to do.
Yes.
They want to tell you what to eat, what to wear.
Yes.
Which friends
Yes.
to go out
yes,
with.
Yes.
What
Yes.
to do in your career.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Now I understand. I think that can also lead to abuse, actually.
Yes.
When you are telling me, hey, you can't be with this friend, obviously, like if you're giving me valid reasons, yes, that's fine. But if you just like, oh no, I don't like this person, whatever, so you can't be friends with them. Oh, you can't be at this place. You can't do this. You can't do this. Then you control my life, and now I have to sort of accommodate you every single time.
Now you've isolated me, literally.
Yeah.
You've literally isolated me. And I feel like isolation is
Yeah.
actually like that maybe not the first step, but like one of the signs of abuse is when they've
Yeah.
isolated you from all your friends, from all your family,
Yeah.
and now it's just you and the person.
Yeah.
And they've exerted so much of their control, or they are in a place where they can exert that much more control over you.
Yeah. And I think it also comes down to this person is their own individual, right? And what people normally do is they want their partner to be more like them.
Yeah.
You did not date this person because they like you. You dated this person because you like them as they are. So the more you try and change them to be like you, like now they must wear your colors. I'm not saying being matching outfits is bad, right? So I'm saying like when you're changing this person's entire wardrobe, you've changed. This person has changed completely.
Now they feel like they're not themselves.
Yeah, they're not
anymore.
themselves and they feel suffocated, right? If it's a good when, let's say, oh, now this person you recommend that, oh, these things are nice, whatever, and they become a better person and they like that new look.
Yeah.
Right? That's fine. But now when they feel like, hey, now this is not me. And then when they go to their guys or their girls, they're like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know you like this. Yeah.
But I feel honestly, I feel like it's normal
Yes.
to want someone to be more like you. Like I
Yes,
feel like
yes,
even
yes,
in
yes.
healthy marriages,
Yes.
there is that like in the beginning
Yes,
stages. And
yes,
even
yes.
as I've been, guys, please get yourself the book Love Isn't for Cowards by Mo and Pindi. Because I've been reading it, and they were also talking about how it is normal that you want your partner to be
Yes.
more like you.
Yeah.
But it's not like healthy.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
not.
not, you shouldn't you
Yeah.
shouldn't try and change them.
Yes.
But you shouldn't feel bad that you're constantly like, why do they do things
Mm. Yeah,
like this?
yeah.
You know? But I understand what you're saying, where you're like, when you're trying to completely change who they are
Yeah.
as a person, and now they must do everything. And I feel like when it's more about your own reputation
Mm.
rather than their own happiness and their own, you know, like them being more fulfilled,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
You want to look good.
Yeah.
And so you're like,
Yes.
dude, dress like this, work here,
Yeah.
do this masters,
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Yeah. Now, let's say I even had hobbies. I used to go to soccer, to the stadium every Saturday. Now you're like, no, you can't go to the stadium. Now, like, you feel those things are not sustainable.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
sustainable.
Yeah. Okay. Then the last one she said is, your friends hate them or they hate your friends. Oh my gosh.
Hectic. Okay.
Your friends hate them or they hate your friends.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that because I think if your true friends have your best interest at heart,
Yeah.
right? True friends. So true friends would sort of see people that are good for you. And if that person is not good for you, they won't have a good relationship, right? And then if you hate my friends as well, and you don't have like a, let's say I love my friends and they've done zero wrong to me, but you hate them. Why are you hating them?
Why do you hate them?
Yeah, like why?
Yeah.
Like why are you hating them? Why are you hating on my friends? Unless they bad influences, yes, that's fine, right? To not hate, but like you don't want me to
Yeah.
sort of have like that kind of relationship with them because they're a bad influence. That's fine. But if they've done nothing wrong and they're actually good people and you just hate them,
That's an issue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like why are you hating them?
Yeah. I agree with that in the sense that, yeah, I feel like your people who know you well, and who, exactly what you said, and who have the best interest at heart for you will know the kind of partner that is good for you.
Yeah.
And when they are seriously like, yo, no, I don't like this person for you, I'm just trying to think, like, then it's a red flag. But I'm just trying to think, like, if that has happened to me.
Where someone hates your friends or your friend.
Yeah, hates them.
Haven't you had a situation where your friends didn't like your ex?
Not like
Is
didn't
it-
like. No. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If all of your friends like say like I don't agree,
Yeah.
maybe not all of them, but like the ones that are outspoken and assertive enough to say like, dude, no, let's like this person does not seem to be good for you. And they also just don't like your friends, but for no particular reason, that can be a red flag.
Yeah.
But I also would add another red flag and say if your values are not aligned, that's a red flag
Mm.
in a relationship. Honestly, like if the things that are important, the things that make a marriage, like our values, number one, ne? Our lifestyle choices, number two, those carry so much power in a relationship that if I feel like I want to be more home and you want to go out and party and club and all of that, and we are consistently fighting about that, that's a red flag. If I say I believe in Jesus, I believe in prayer, I go to church, I want to wait for marriage before I have sex, and you say, I mean, I believe in Jesus, but not so much like the going to, I don't care about going to church, and I don't really care, like sex is not that deep for me.
Yeah.
Then we have values that are clashing. I feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
agree.
can't carry on. And the Bible says in Amos, how can two people walk together unless they agree? If we are not agreeing on the very, very important things, if we are not agreeing on the big things that can drive this relationship, what are we doing?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. This was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I missed this.
No, it was.
I really
It was great
enjoyed this.
to be back
Yeah.
in the element.
This feels like therapy to me. Like I always hear other podcasters that I love and listen to. You guys know I love the Lindsays. I love like right now I'm really loving The Basement with Tim Ross. Like I'm always listening to that podcast.
Yeah.
Like there's a few podcasts that I really absolutely enjoy.
Yeah.
And they always say like this feels like therapy to me.
Yes.
And I agree. Like it's just so nice for us to just speak to people who are our community. Like this is our community. It's not just like, yes, it's on social media and we don't get, like we haven't met all of you, but it just feels like home.
Absolutely.
And I hope you guys feel the same.
Yeah.
Please guys, comment like a red flag that you have maybe gone through or one that you think is a red flag in relationships. Comment that down below. And I feel like if someone is just rude, like to waitresses,
Yeah. No, I can't deal with, like, there's no way I can't deal with that type of person.
Yeah.
Like if you go on a first date and you're rude to the waiter, I promise you there's no second date.
Really?
Like there's absolutely no way.
Okay.
There's
I
no
get you.
like you know when you see, like, let's say someone brings a wrong order, right? I always just observe. How are you gonna act? And if that person is just gonna make the waiter feel small and feel like they're incompetent,
Yeah.
then what's gonna happen when I make a mistake one day?
Yes.
When I make a mistake one day,
Yeah.
am I gonna be made to feel small and incompetent? So
Bars.
yeah. So I promise you, there wouldn't be a second date, and that's happened before.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, guys, please subscribe, like, comment, share this video. Tell us which red flag you really felt connected to or like you felt strongly about, and any other red flags that maybe we haven't spoken about that you would like to comment on. Then comment like other subjects that you'd like us to talk about. Maybe green flags next time. Like,
yes.
what are good things to look out for?
And
in
orange flags.
relationships?
They're also
So
orange
that's why
flags.
It's not make sure.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
not you're not sure
You're not
what's
kinda-
happening.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
There's,
they're
like,
orange
flags as well. But yeah, guys, we love you guys so much. Like, I don't want to go. Like, I've been saying goodbye, you know? I really love this community. We've grown, guys. We've grown so much. We need to be more consistent. We want to be more consistent. We are trying to get into vlogging. I take videos and then I don't edit them. Like, it's just... Vlogging is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much. If you've gotten this far, post one... It's red flag. So one red flag.
Yeah.
One red flag. Babe, do you want to say bye? Say bye to them.
Cheers, guys. That's all I can say.
Bye, guys. Peace.